Hello everybody, GL1 here, and if you've been watching my show for a while, specifically episode 201, then you know I like squishy rubber things. So this here, and a couple others I'm going to show you, come from the Jiaying company from China, which is a Hong Kong company, and it is unique in a way that I have not seen any other of these squishy toys. So we have seen in the past squishy toys that have little beads in them. But this little monster here, which looks like the abominable snowman, will maintain its shape. So what you can do is you can warp it and squeeze its head and shape it, and it stays. So it has the stretchability in the limbs, and you can feel a little bit of the beads there. But what's unique is you can take it and you can squash him down and make him really short if you want, and then squish his face there. And then there he is, he's a squishy monster. And then you can pull him back out. And if you want, you can give him a really big behind just for fun. And there you go. So Abominable Snowman got back, right? So there he is. So anyway, this is really cool, and you can collect others. Let me show you that here. So this was only $2.99, and there are 6 of them. I wanted to get the werewolf. I went back, but it looks like somebody else also thought it was cool, and they only had 1. But I did get 2 guys. I got this fella here, and I got this one, which I don't know. It sort of looks like an alligator and a wolf, because it has like the fur like a wolf, but then it has the skin on its head like an alligator. It is a monster, after all. So you'll notice that this is that guy there, except sometimes I noticed there was another one. It has horns on its head on the sides, and this one does not. So let's open them up. All right, so here is our Minotaur, right? So this is from the Greek tale of the Minotaur. And you know, it's like a humanoid body and a bull's head. And then he will stretch and stay. And you can do all kinds of things with Minotaur, right? You can, he got punched and his face got squished in. You know, his horns stretch, his arms stretch, and you can twist him around. And he's like, hey, I'm just looking casual while I'm walking away from ya. And then if you want to get him sort of back to his regular shape, it seems that if you kind of rotate him in your hand and just trying to, you know, you gotta shape it like clay, which is really cool. It's kind of like that kinetic sand, you know. Maybe that is what's inside. Maybe it's kinetic sand. I hadn't thought of that till now. All right, so here is our alligator friend. So he doesn't have the horns on the side of the head. But yeah, see, he's got like alligator scales and then like a wolf furry body. And this one's wearing sandals. So yeah, or he's got like tape, like ace bandages. All right, so let's see how he works. So he doesn't quite, it's a little bit different actually. Doesn't quite stretch as far, but definitely the head squishes. I can have him, my head. You know, it looks a lot more like an alligator like that. In fact, let's see if we can pull his head out, make it longer. All right, so yeah, it looks a little bit more like an alligator, right? Or you can make it puffier. And then he looks more like, I don't know, like a sort of like a dinosaur. And then his body, so he doesn't seem to warp as much as the other ones. I hope this paint lasts a long time. Now this guy is so cool, the way he stretches, and he's so pure white. So I would definitely recommend making sure your hands are clean, because you don't know, you don't want to use a solvent that might degrade the rubber. And from my experience, I would say store these separately in a Ziploc bag, because you never know over time if the chemicals will react with each other. But store them in a Ziploc bag so that air is not getting to them, and then put them in a drawer in a dark, cool place. It seems like the paint is holding up pretty well. You know, it does stretch, but then you see I can push it back together, and it's, you know, it's worn a little bit here. And I've only just started playing with this, like for a day, a little bit, just to experiment with it. But quite a lot of sand in this fella, and a little bit less sand in this one. But this one's really quite warpy as well. So if you can find these somewhere, let me show you that box again. All right, the package. It is Stretchy Monster, and distributed by the Royal 3D Company. And it's just great. I think it's really just a fantastic toy that's come along. So maybe you can look that up, and you can find these. This guy's pretty cool too. I did see him as well. But I want that werewolf, right? So, you know what? I think what it is I saw this guy, but he was the same brown color as that. Because, yeah, he's got the same similar face with the horns. So that must be what it is. So I guess sometimes it comes in different colors. All right, well, there you go. There's your fix for stretchy Hong Kong toys. And I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to enjoy squeezing these and playing with them and mushing them into different positions. All right, thanks for watching. You all take care.